Encanto, Mirabel's magical family story. Hello, little friends. Are you ready for a magical adventure with a family full of surprises? Then snuggle in close because our story is about to begin. Far, far away, high up in the beautiful mountains of Colombia, there lived a very special family called the Madrigals. Their home wasn't just any home. It was a magical house named Casita. Casita had squeaky floorboards that clapped, doors that danced open, and tiles that fluttered like happy little wings whenever the family came home. But how did this magical family begin? Well, snuggle in, because that's the sweetest part. Long, long ago, a young woman named Abuela Alma had to leave her home with her husband and 3 tiny babies. Life was very hard. But one starlit night, something magical happened. A little candle in Abuela's hand began to glow. That magic candle grew brighter and brighter. Mountains rose up around them. A beautiful little village appeared, and a wonderful house, Casita, bloomed right in front of their eyes. The magic candle had given their family a miracle. And from that day on, every magical child received their very own special gift on their 5th birthday. Abuela's daughter Julieta got the gift of healing. Every meal she cooked could make you feel better. Her daughter Pepa could control the weather with her feelings, sunny when she was happy, thunderclouds when she was grumpy. Julieta's oldest daughter, Isabella, could make flowers bloom wherever she walked. Her middle daughter, Luisa, was super strong. She could lift donkeys and houses like they were feathers. Pepa's son, Camilo, could shapeshift into any person he wanted. And little cousin Antonio could talk to animals. Every single madrigal was magical, except for one. Her name was Mirabel. She had bouncy curly hair, sparkly brown eyes, and big round glasses. She wore a beautiful skirt covered in colorful butterflies, and she loved her family more than anything in the whole wide world. But on Mirabel's 5th birthday, when everyone gathered to see her magical gift, the door glowed bright. Mirabel reached out her little hand, and then, poof, the glow disappeared. Mirabel had no gift. She wasn't magical, and that made her feel a little bit different, a little bit sad, and a little bit like she didn't belong. But Mirabel didn't let that stop her from loving her family. She helped everywhere she could. She danced with her cousins, she hugged her sisters, she sang songs about her family with joy in her heart. Then, one night, at little cousin Antonio's 5th birthday party, something scary happened. Mirabel stepped outside, and she saw the magical candle flickering. Cracks began to appear in the walls of Casita. The floor tiles trembled. Crack, crack, crack. "Something's wrong with our magic," Mirabel cried. But when she ran to tell everyone, whoosh! The cracks were gone. Everyone thought Mirabel was imagining things, even Abuela. But Mirabel knew what she saw, and she was going to save her family. So, brave little Mirabel started searching for answers. She talked to her big sister Luisa, who was strong on the outside, but worried on the inside. Luisa whispered, "Sometimes I feel like if I'm not strong, no one will love me." Poor Luisa. Mirabel gave her a big, warm hug. Then, Mirabel found a hidden door in Casita, leading to a room that had been locked away for years and years. It belonged to someone the family never talked about. Her uncle, Bruno. Now, everyone said Uncle Bruno had gone away long ago because his gift was scary. He could see the future, and sometimes his visions came true in ways nobody liked. So the family stopped talking about him. "We don't talk about Bruno," they'd whisper. But Mirabel wasn't afraid. She climbed up, up, up into a dark, secret tower behind the walls of Casita, and there, hiding among the rats and candles, was Uncle Bruno. He wasn't scary at all. He was kind, funny, and just a little bit shy. And he had been living secretly in the walls of Casita this whole time, quietly protecting his family from afar. Uncle Bruno told Mirabel about a vision he'd had years ago. In it, he saw Mirabel standing in front of Casita, but he couldn't tell if she was saving the magic or if the magic was breaking because of her. Mirabel was scared, but she was also brave. "Then let's find out together," she said. Meanwhile, her perfect sister Isabella, the one who could grow beautiful roses, was feeling sad too. She whispered to Mirabel, "I have to be perfect all the time. It's exhausting." Then something wonderful happened. When Isabella stopped trying to be perfect, she grew a bright, spiky, wild cactus and a giant, silly palm tree and beautiful, weird, wonderful flowers she'd never grown before. Isabella started to laugh, really, really laugh, for the first time in years, because being herself felt so much better than being perfect. Just when things were getting better, Abuela saw Mirabel and Isabella covered in mud and wildflowers. She was upset. She thought Mirabel was ruining the family magic. The whole family started arguing. Voices got loud, feelings got hurt, and the cracks in Casita grew bigger and bigger. Suddenly, crash! The magic candle went out, and beautiful, magical Casita began to crumble to the ground. The whole family ran out just in time, but when the dust settled, their beautiful home was gone, and so was the magic. Mirabel felt terrible. She ran away feeling like it was all her fault. She sat by a quiet river, hugging her knees with tears in her eyes. But then her abuela came and sat beside her. Abuela took Mirabel's hand and told her a sad story. She told her about that scary night long, long ago when she had to run from her home, about how she lost her husband, about how afraid she'd been ever since, afraid of losing the magic, afraid of losing her family. "I was so scared of losing our miracle," Abuela whispered with tears in her eyes, "that I forgot you were the miracle, all of you, just as you are." Mirabel hugged her abuela tight, and in that moment she understood. The magic was never really about powers. It was about love. Slowly, the whole family gathered together. Bruno came back home. Everyone hugged him tight. Luisa said it was okay to rest sometimes. Isabella laughed and danced with wild flowers in her hair. Peppa let herself feel all her feelings. And even little Antonio jumped into Mirabel's arms. Together, they decided to rebuild Casita, by hand, with love. Neighbors from the whole village came to help. Every brick, every tile, every little wooden beam was placed with care. And Mirabel? She was the one to place the special golden doorknob on the front door, a doorknob with an M on it for Madrigal. The moment the doorknob touched the door, whoosh! The magic came rushing back. Casita's tiles fluttered like butterflies. The doors danced open. Sunshine burst through the windows. And Abuela smiled the biggest smile, hugging her whole family tight. The Madrigals had their magic back. But this time, they knew the secret. The real magic was them, all of them, together. And Mirabel, she didn't get a special power. She didn't need one, because Mirabel was already magical, just by being kind, brave, and full of love. From that day on, whenever people asked what the Madrigals' magic really was, they smiled and said, "We're the Madrigals. Our magic is our family." The end. Sweet dreams, little miracles. Remember, you are magical, just as you are. Encanto.